I don't know the last time I took a bath.
I just took like 2 this week.
Yeah, I'm a big bath guy.
We need to normalize grown men taking baths in
Yeah, we really
2023.
do.
Mixing cocktails and cigarettes. She wanna party, I'm not really into that. Hang with myself cause I hate what I'm getting back. She wanna fuck, but I just really want that. I do it.
JordyPurp. JordyPurp. Has anyone ever done that? It sounds like Dirty Pop from Justin Timberlake.
No, you're the first.
No, okay, I'm the first one. And the response, it was just, it didn't pass the vibe check. This is Frankenstein, my dog. Her mouth's a little wet. She just drank a bunch of water. Are you a dog guy?
Oh yeah, I'm an animal guy.
I love dogs. So I've tried to train her to be good during interviews. But thanks for dropping by today, man. I appreciate you. I'm excited to just kind of get to know you a bit better because we've interacted a number of times in the past year or two. And actually today might be the exact 1-year anniversary of when we first met. I don't remember if we met before then, but you came in exactly a year ago, which is weird. Fish had it on his Instagram memories today, and he was like, "Oh my God, Jordy was here 1 year ago."
Yeah.
So welcome back, man.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah. How's your 2023 been so far?
2023 has been really good so far.
Yeah, nice. That's what I'd like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
As for your career, let's dive into just who JordyPurp is. Where are you from?
I'm from like all around the DMV. I grew up in DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Is that what DMV stands for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the Department of
I
Motor
just know it.
Vehicles.
I was like, you were born in the DMV.
Yeah.
So you're from the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm from the East Coast. I moved out here about 3 years ago now. 10 days ago was my 3-year anniversary.
Oh, nice. So during was it just before the pandemic then, I guess?
It was about 2 months before the pandemic
right
started.
before it hit.
Yeah, perfect timing on my end.
What brought you out here before the world closed down? Was it to pursue music?
Yeah, it was literally full-heartedly just to pursue music.
And when I hear your style of music, like I can't pinpoint what you would have grown up listening to, and now you're collaborating so much with artists in the scene that I grew up with in the alternative scene. So what was like JordyPurp listening to as you were growing up?
Honestly, I listened to like everything. Like in my household, like it was a primarily like rap household. Like I literally didn't even know like other genres of music existed. For it's like my older siblings just like strictly listen to rap, and then like Rock Band and like Guitar Hero and stuff came out. And
I miss those days.
Yeah.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself.
And I literally just dove into it, and I was like, wait, what is this? I was like, what is blessing my ears?
It's great. I love the rock stuff, and it's kind of coming back. I feel like this is a great time for rock, for pop punk, for even the heavier stuff, which I absolutely love to hear. I think one of the first tracks that you put out was this cover of Clairvoyant.
Yeah.
And the way that you left me is alright. It's alright if I argue the point, then we yell and we fight.
Especially like during my early high school, late middle school years, I was like definitely a very scene kid. Like I would listen to like Clairvoyant was like probably like one of my like top songs.
The way that you left me is alright, it's alright if I argue the point, then we yell and we fight.
Also like anything by like I set my friends on fire. Like,
nice.
Yeah, like all the time on the bus, everything like that.
I only want you to think I'm fantastic. I'll participate in what you believe. If you give me the attention.
And you worked with some names that I absolutely love. My favorite track of yours, I have to say, is PTSD.
Oh, thank
with
you.
Jason Butler, Fever 333. I adore that man.
If I die, will you cry or describe our life? He was married to the day, but he couldn't find a wife.
Yeah.
How was it working with him, and how did you start, once you moved out here, how did you start to kind of get involved with this side of the music world?
I just have like this ability to just go places and just kind of sit in silence, and people are like, yo, this kid is awesome. So I just
I
kind of
wish
like,
I had that.
Yeah, like I will say like no words, and then like 12 people will DM me on Instagram and be like, yo, you're the chillest kid ever. And I'm like, okay, I guess
cool.
Yeah, I'm like, cool, I guess that works. So I just kind of like grew my network really fast. I guess I'm fortunate like to say that. And I just started meeting people from just like all around the boards, different genres of music, stuff that like I had never really been familiar with, stuff that I had been familiar with, and I was like, okay, like this is really cool, like how this is all playing out. The Jason track came about because I was working with Zach Jones. He's a producer.
Oh, I love Zach Jones' work.
Great.
Absolutely love it.
Incredible guy.
Awesome dude, yeah.
And I was also with Ronnie Ish from...
Oh, I know. Back when, because I used to go on Warped Tour, I used to work for Alternative Press. And then, so every summer I'd be out on Warped Tour, and the Fearless Records tent was right next to the AP tent, and Ronnie was the merch guy at the Fearless Records tent. So that's how I got to know him. And then seeing him go on to do As It Is, it's just been so cool. I'm like, that's rad.
Yeah, he's like another person that's just like literally has his foot in everything.
Yeah, and he kills it as well.
Oh, absolutely. That's like the most genuine human ever.
And that kind of got you in connection with Jason?
Yeah, because we were making a track, and we actually had an idea to like kind of go out like if like my song Decay. It's a little bit more like alternative, like a little bit of softer rock.
And it's with Truth.
Yeah, with Truth.
Yeah, awesome track.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, know that I'm okay. Hey, I'm never holding you, feeling close to the end, never close to you.
I kind of got to the studio and I was like, no, like I have like a little bit of pent up anger. I was like, let's get something down and like a little bit harder. And then I sent it off to Daniel McCartney, who is the label owner of the label that I'm on.
Yeah, which I'll dive into Outlast in a little bit because the roster's growing on that thing, and it's I'm so stoked to see what he's doing. It seems like such a diverse, different group of artists that are on there, which is rad.
Yeah, like no one's in the same lane, but it's
yes,
all
exactly.
It's all cohesive. It's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, and then he's great friends with Jason, and he was like, oh, like let's like have him come in and like write and stuff like that. And then he kind of heard the track and like. He heard the first few lines that I had, and he was like, I really want to be a part of this. And then I like was there for like another like week or so, kind of in limbo on like what was going on. And then I came back to Zach's house 2 weeks later with Jason to finish out the song.
Oh, that's rad. And I had Garzi in here a couple of weeks back. He's a label mate of yours.
Yeah.
He also has a song with Jason. And God, that man, Mr. Jason Alon Butler, just brings the energy. But were you screaming in parts of that song?
Yeah.
As well? Yeah, so you were getting loud and angry in that. Anytime I've interacted with you, or when I talk to Fish or a Scene Queen like about you and stuff, everyone's like, he's the funniest guy. He's so lively, this or that. And I must say, it seems like you've really found writing as an outlet for the deeper stuff that you might be experiencing and going through.
1,000%.
Has that always been that way, that you've used it as an outlet for that?
Yeah, like I really don't. Like
Frankie,
I said, no, it's okay. We can kiss on camera. I'm not shy. but yeah, I've always like kind of just been like really quiet. Like people will ask me like how I'm doing, and I'll be like, oh, I'm doing great. And then like I'll go home and just like I'll get on like I'll start like writing poetry or something like that, and it'll be like the darkest or like most in-depth thing I've ever written. Just like it's just like an easier way for me to get vulnerable, I guess.
And how does it feel for you when you put out songs that are just full of vulnerable words that are about you, from you, that people are then listening to and reacting to? What's that kind of release like, or what's it like?
At first, it was like a really weird experience because I wasn't really used to like having people hear that side of me
putting
and like
it all out there for the world.
Yeah, like putting it all out there. But I feel like as I've kind of grown as an artist, and like people like will hit me up and like the things that I like would never say to someone face to face that I put into songs are the things that most people relate to the most and that they attach to the most. So I guess it's like it's kind of like a cool feeling. It's good to know that like I can turn my pain into like something beautiful.
Yeah, and I'd hope in whatever circumstance you might be going through, when you see that other people can relate to it, when people have feedback and are enjoying it, you realize like, damn, it is important to put out there so that people who are going through this or that, there are other people who get it. And then for you yourself, I just imagine that would be a nice feeling to know that you're not alone with whatever the struggles may be.
Yeah, it's literally like the best feeling in the world.
So Outlast Records, we just said McCartney, he kicked that thing off.
Yeah.
And so who's on that? You've got Chez is on that, who you've got the track Cocktails and Cigarettes with.
Yep.
Garzi, who I just mentioned.
Paranoia starts to set in, waking up in an Armageddon.
Magic, whatever.
You burn me up with every touch.
And then the newest signing is John
Michael.
John Michael, yeah, that's
Love
his
Another
name.
Sun.
And all of the bands, as we were saying, like I feel like with a lot of labels, you know the genre that it's gonna be. Oh, that's a metal label. That's like a
Yeah.
pop label. But what he has kicked off with this, every lane is just a different type of thing. How did you get involved with him to joining Outlast Records?
I was doing a writing session about a year or two ago. I honestly can't even remember at this point. And it was with Ryan Oakes, Point North, and once again Ronnie Ish. And Daniel used to manage or something involved with John Lundeen. And I sent John a couple tracks while we were just like in the session. 'Cause he was like, "What like kind of stuff do you do?" And then he sent it to Daniel, and then Daniel hit me up, and then after that it was just
That's great.
it was just perfect from there.
That's awesome. Now I know Scene Queen loves you. I had
Yeah.
her in here a couple weeks back.
I put the hoe in a hotel. You're trying to ride up and down with this bombshell. Try to climb the stairs, I'll kick you down with my stiletto. My rates are going up, that's why you can't get on my level.
I think she said that so speaking of Ronnie Ish again, she was telling me about the As It Is music video for I Don't Care, I Can't Take It. And she said that's where she at least met a bunch of people that ended up becoming good friends of hers. Is that where you guys met?
I don't care that I don't care. And it's not fair that it's not fair.
Yeah, that's where we met.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah.
That's sick. Because I saw you at the Scene Queen show, and we were twerking it up in the pit.
Oh, yeah, I was
and
throwing it in a circle.
having a good time.
Yeah.
You do so many awesome collabs. And what I love is that it gives you the chance to experiment with so many different genres. Because let's say like in threes, like that totally brought in like an As It Is and Set It Off vibe with you.
Tragedy comes in threes, third degree apathy. Trapped in the place of my mind when I'm stepping outside, I feel lost all the time.
And then with Jason Butler, just the heavy stuff. Is there going to be a Scene Queen collab ever, you think? Do you think that you guys could ever
Honestly,
see that happening?
I would 100% do one. I like love her music. It's like one of my like guilty pleasures. It's like mainly for like I feel like women empowerment, but I'll be in there. I'll like throw a wig on,
and you're like,
pretend
this
I
one's
have
for
a
the
BBL.
ladies. And you're just losing it to the bimbo core.
Yeah, exactly.
No, she kills it.
Every
She's
single
awesome.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of other collabs you've done. Oh, you had Set It Off and As It Is. You guys all did the track together. I saw you performed it at the Belasco last year.
Yeah.
All of you on stage, which was so rad. It sounds like you've got a past with Ronnie. And is that how did this collab come to be? I'm good friends with Cody. I'm heading to his place right after this.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So how did that collaboration come to be?
So they had the song, but they had the verse that I did open, and they just like needed someone to fit that slot, and I got a call at about like 3 a.m. from Ronnie, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm about to send you a track. Like, let me know what you think of it." And then like I was like, "It's like 3 a.m., but like whatever. I'm not doing anything. I sleep like at 5 a.m. every single day, so I was awake. I listened to it. I sent him my opinion of it, and then he was like, "Okay, cool. We have a deadline to turn this in 48 hours. Put that like lay something on that like open slot."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And then I went to Zach Jones's house the very next day, did my part, and then from there it was just history again.
Tragedy comes in threes, third degree apathy.
Your newest song is Empty, and it has Telly Smith, Word Alive. Telly, I have known him for years.
Something tells me fight, I guess I'll live cause I ain't dying.
I can't go back to feeling empty, cause empty never works.
But I loved it, and I want to hear about how that collab came to be, because yet again, it was you branching out and just working with an artist that's a different style.
We wanted to do a song kind of in like the metalcore-ish rap world, and just kind of like looking over options of like where we were gonna take it and stuff like that. The Word Alive, because of like their League of Legends collab, is like one of
Yes.
yeah, I'm,
Yeah,
like, a
they've
big
done
nerd with
he's
that.
done 2 songs with League of Legends, which is wild.
Yeah, and I just love their stuff. So I pitched it. They were down. Me, Telly, and No Love for the Middle Child. We went to No Love for the Middle Child studio. He was the one who produced the track.
It's my fault that I feel this way. I thought you could never change. I called your phone to hear me say I told you lies to make you stay.
love him. He's come to the studio many a times, and he just blows my mind with everything
that's
he
one
does.
Of the most talented kids
in
the world.
He did a session here where he was playing like every instrument.
Yeah.
And he would just record it and then loop it and then play it and loop it. So you worked with him on this track as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Now, Fish, he did tell me earlier today when I mentioned that song. I don't know if it's a story you can tell or not.
Yeah.
But when you guys were doing the promo photo shoot for it, did the cops get involved somehow?
Yeah. So what we did for it was I tagged a bunch of stuff on a wall in Van Nuys.
Right down the street from here.
Right down the street from here. And my manager, Samantha, she was just kind of like, we were just kind of hanging out after the shoot. She was like finishing her in and out. And then about 40 seconds after, like cops rolled into the parking lot. And I was like, hey, like we gotta go. And they were just like looking at the tags, and then they were like looking at us and like looking back at the tags. And then like they were kind of like analyzing the tags, like, oh, this is fresh. And there's people here that like definitely look like they did it.
It smells like paint here.
Yeah. So we got in the car, and then like she like scurried around the streets of like LA and stuff, and we just
The most LA thing ever.
from the scene,
running from the cops.
Yeah.
So you didn't end up getting arrested, no?
No one. Yeah, not fully arrested, nothing. But I feel like my tag now is definitely in the system.
You
so
put
that's
your
cool.
put your actual Instagram tag up there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're not gonna know, and then I was like, oh wait,
They're literally right here.
Yeah, it's literally like they could just look that up and find me.
Well, I'm glad you made it out from that. And it came out to be a great song with a great story now. I saw a tweet that you made recently. Wait, hey, Tommy, how tall are you? I know this is random. But how tall
6 foot.
You're 6 foot.
Yeah.
So I saw your tweet recently where you're like, being 6 foot is great until you want to take a bath.
Yeah.
Now, Tommy, you like taking baths,
I do.
right?
Yeah.
So are you a bath? I don't know the last time I took a bath.
I just took like 2 this week.
Yeah, I'm a big bath guy.
Okay, I can't get into it. I just feel like you're just sitting in your dirty water.
Well, I shower first. That's the trick.
Me too.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you
like
get it.
to shower and then lay down, and then I'll plug the toilet and then let the shower
Plug the
fill
toilet?
up. Or
You shit in the toilet and it overflows.
And the aroma is what makes it calm.
yes. No, I like to let the shower fill up the whole tub.
So
Oh,
baths
that's
is-
nice.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. I don't hear it much from grown men, I feel like. We need to normalize grown men taking baths
Yes.
in
we really
2023. So I guess maybe I'm missing out because when I shower, and people don't understand what I mean by this, I lay down in the shower.
Yeah.
I
all
just
the
sit
time,
on my
yeah.
phone and like I point the shower faucet all the way down. I'm just on my phone. Like, you're on your phone in the shower? I'm like, they're waterproof now. Like,
Yeah,
you're
so
fine to
what
go.
they're made for.
Next time you do that, just plug the shower and
Not
let
the toilet?
and let not the toilet.
Okay.
And let it fill up.
Okay, with the shower water.
Yeah.
That would be my dirty water coming in. So, all right, I just had to get that out there because I
Yeah.
saw the shower talk and I was like, these two dudes.
Bath boys.
Baths.
Yeah, gotta
Bath
take
boys.
a bath.
Yeah, bath boys for life.
Epsom salts, bath bombs, whole 9 yards.
Bath salts. Just go real crazy while you're at it. And apart from music, what's some stuff that you're into? I really don't know much about you.
Honestly, I don't really know much about myself, so that's...
We'll find out
so
today.
it's-
We're gonna dive in deep.
Yeah. This is now a therapy session. No, I mean, I mainly just kind of like sit and just contemplate life a lot of the time.
Amen, brother.
I'll just
Jeez.
be in my room.
That's what ruins my sleep schedule. Like you say, you're up till 5 a.m. Tom, any time of day I text Tommy, you're up.
Any
Like,
time of night.
Any time of night. During the day, I
Yeah.
won't get a response, but at night, I'm just like, yeah. I think our generation is really good at just having horrible sleep
Oh
schedules.
yeah, the worst sleep schedule ever.
I don't think smartphones have helped that because
Oh,
if
at
like
all.
literally when I can't sleep, I'll just sit on TikTok and I'm
Yep.
just like, all right, I can't. It's 3 a.m, and I may as well keep doing it. But
Yeah,
what?
that's the bounce between apps.
Oh yeah, I'm like, all right, TikTok. Whoop, all right, let's check out Instagram, Twitter. What's coming up next for you this year? You have yet to put out like a proper EP or album, right?
Yeah.
Anything you can talk about? I see a little smirk on your face building up.
There's definitely like an LP, not like a full album, not like an EP, but like an LP coming up very soon.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not release a song in February, but most likely we're gonna shoot for a pretty big single coming out at the end of March. I don't know if I'm allowed to say with who, but yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll let it be quiet. But
Gideon and Omen 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You getting a little heavy?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
a little heavy.
More power, more pain. The more you give, the more that it takes.
That's rad. How is it for you collaborating with artists? Because it's obviously something you're very good at, and that you've
thank you.
done quite a bit. So
Yeah.
what is it about getting into the studio with another artist who has their established sound and audience and creating something with them?
I think it's really cool because I like diving into like other worlds of music. So it's kind of cool to see how like people in other genres and people that kind of have like their set sound. I think it's fun to push them kind of a little bit out of what they're comfortable with. And I kind of also like to dive into that world just to kind of put myself like, what would like this band do in this scenario? And then I think it's kind of like challenging, so I really enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, and I think when you're a solo artist, it really gives you the freedom to go out and release songs of different styles. Whereas if say you have 5 guys with you, there might be some butting heads in regards to a direction to take it.
Yeah.
But the solo route, whenever I talk to artists who are doing that, it just seems like a very freeing experience for them in regards to being able to explore whatever avenue.
Yeah.
they
It's
wanna go
like
down.
you're still playing Guitar Hero. Of
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
picking different
Yeah,
genres.
just shuffling.
Yeah, just shuffle it.
What was your Guitar Hero go-to song? Was there a song that you could kill it at every time that you turned it on?
Honestly, Guitar Hero rocked the 80s. We got the beat. I don't know why.
We got the beat.
Yep.
We got the beat.
I used to be so good at that song, and like I knew I had like a bad Guitar Hero addiction when it got to a point where I could like start the song, turn around, and then get 100% on it on expert without looking at the screen.
That's a viral TikTok waiting to happen.
Yeah. I feel like I
Literally.
could still do it.
What else do you got lined up for this year? Sounds like LP is in the works to some
Yeah.
extent. A Gideon track. What else you cooking up? Tours, shows, music videos?
All of the above. I have a bunch of festivals lined up for probably the fall. I think it's late summer, early fall. I'm supposed to be touring also around that time. Just kind of gonna do like 4 or 5 months essentially on the road towards the end of the year.
Will that be? Did you do a tour last year?
I did a small one with Point North.
Yeah, this was for the kids who'd always tell me you wanna be nice now, huh? You're so nice now.
And
That's right.
Jarris Johnson. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I had Jarrison here.
Oh, hell
yeah,
yeah.
that guy's rad. He brought his sword and everything. That dude is wild.
Yeah, he's got his aesthetic.
Yeah.
Just on, down
And
back.
I'm guessing it's all under wraps for the time being, the tours and stuff. And the
Yeah.
song. Oh, damn it. No breaking news here. But that's got to be exciting and fun to know that you're...
Oh yeah, it is. It's incredible to hear all that stuff. It's like what makes me really enjoy being an artist.
Favorite track of yours that you've put out so far? Do you have one?
Wow. I feel like one of my favorites is like one of my first ones I did. It's called Run.
Yeah.
Just because like of when and like where it came about and like how the writing process went.
The way that I hide all my pain, I don't fight, I just run. Depression is eating me, I keep a pill on my tongue. Bottle it up, shoot it out like a gun. Keep throwing lines with the tendency, trying to erase all the memories, making them dead to me. All of them thoughts of you being the one.
What was the meaning behind that track?
It's a little dark. I was my mom passed away 3 years ago now, and I was just like kind of sitting like next to her in the hospital, and she had fallen asleep, and I was just like I didn't want to leave because I lived kind of far from her hospital, so I would just like kind of sit there like 2 or 3 days a week, and I was in there and I just didn't really have anything to do because she was asleep, and like I didn't want to like wake her up and be like talk to me, and then I kind of like put in my headphones and was just like sifting through beats that I had. And then the one from Run came on, and it just kind of wrote itself. Just like all the emotions going on around that time period for me, just kind of poured out onto my notes app.
Yeah, I mean that's heartbreaking to hear about, and especially because it sounds like that was right around the time that you moved out
Yeah.
to Los Angeles as well. She would be so stoked, I'm
Thank
sure,
you.
to see everything that you're cooking up right now, because what a journey I feel like the last year or two has been
Yeah.
for JordyPurp.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
The way that I hide all my pain, I don't fight, I just run. Depression is eating me, I keep a pill on my tongue. Bottle it up, shoot it out like a gun. Keep throwing lines with the tendency, trying to erase all the memories, making them dead to me. All of them thoughts of you being the one.
With your music, I love asking artists like what they want their lyrics or their songs or their career, what they just hope it accomplishes.
Honestly, I know I started fairly late, but I really have like aspirations of being like one of the biggest artists ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I probably won't. I don't see myself like being the guy that's like 35 and then being like, well, I've made a good amount of money. Like, let's just open
it
up
a
a
day.
studio and call it a day. No, like I feel like I'll be grinding it out like forever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And even when you were growing up, was music something that you always wanted to do, or did that happen later on?
It honestly happened later on. When I was a kid, I just knew I wanted to be like an entertainer. Like I would be on vacations and I would just like be like running around like on like the beach and stuff when I was like 10, and I'd be like, "Hey, like can you record me?" And like I'd just like hand people things and just like be on the boardwalk with my older siblings and just like shoot like a 5-minute like home video and just be like, "Okay, this is perfect. Let's throw it on YouTube."
You never had a prank channel?
No, I
It
didn't.
sounds like that could have been right up your alley.
It really could have been.
Do you have any dream artists that you would love to work with down the road?
Yeah, this question's always hard because I feel like a lot of the people that like I really want to work with have passed on.
Yeah.
Which is like a very
So then in both, an artist who has passed on that you would have loved to have worked with, or artists, and then
Yeah.
artists who are still around, still performing, that you'd love to work with?
the ones that are like still around and stuff, I would say probably Trippie Redd.
Can I stop coming in, coming in? Put up in a drop top, she dropped it.
Suicide Boys.
Wake up with the active face. Pop 2 pills with Gatorade. Round my decade, gator face. Might pop your more on a later date, but I don't know.
Mayday Parade. These
Oh,
are
I
all
can see
very
I
all
can see
over
the Mayday
place,
stuff.
but-
Yeah, from rap to rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be rad. I had Magnolia Park in here a
hell
couple
yeah.
weeks back. They have a song with Derek
Oh, that's
from
fire.
Mayday Parade, and it's
Yeah.
so good.
I'm always the outcast, I'll take the blame. First night you met me, forgot my name.
I could see you guys having fun, especially if you bring some rap into it or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just like kind of like, I don't know, make them dive into my world, I dive into theirs.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love it. Thanks for stopping by, Frankie.
absolutely.
Little fist bump. Come on. We got to do it. You know the
You
game.
know it. Fist lick also works.
Frankie, this is going to be real awkward if you take too long. Fist bump. Yeah, we'll give it to you. JordyPurp, thanks for stopping by, man. And I'm excited to see what the future holds. Ah.